I go quiet. I think that's the only the way that I could describe the place is quiet, which is a miracle because my brain is naturally very loud a lot of the times. And even when I'm just walking around in life, I can smile and laugh and have a really good time, but my brain a lot of the time is moving. But it's just like noise. And painting is, when I start painting, it gets real quiet. Chaos is a bunch of different random pictures because I don't really think of ideas, and I don't do sketches. What happens is I've got this brain that is constantly taking pictures and storing them, and the chaos happens whenever they're all happening at once, and slowly certain images start to shine a little brighter in my brain. And those images, usually, even if they're images of separate things, they start to overlap, and then they create this single image. Well, I found that early on, whenever I would drink, then my brain would get quiet and I could focus on the technical aspects and working those in with the emotional aspects of my truth. That was fine in the beginning, and the more drinking became a bigger part of my life, and I needed it and not just wanted it. It got to where that I would have to drink just to start a painting. And then further along, I got to where I was shaking too much. So then I had to drink more just to stop the shaking. And but by the time I'd stopped shaking, I had this, I used to call it the golden hour. Usually had this hour of lucidity, and I had control of my motor functions enough that I could actually paint. But then after that hour, it would slowly start, I would just keep drinking. And then I got to where that I could not technically do what I wanted to do in the painting, and then get frustrated and then just sit in the studio and drink. And at the very end, it was just me sitting in the studio, not painting and drinking. painting is this great pressure release valve that releases fear, because it releases everything that's trapped in here. And I get to trap it onto the surface of a canvas. And then I get to step back and I see that I see it for what it really is.